All right, guys. Good evening. How you guys doing tonight? I want to start off by saying welcome to State of Decay 2 Heartland. So today we're going to be jumping in, starting this playthrough. As you guys know, we started playing State of Decay 1, went through the story of that. We did our Left Behind series. We did the Lifeline series. Then we jumped in and we did a series called Plague Origins here in State of Decay 2. It was kind of showcasing like the beginning of Blood Plague when they didn't have a cure. It was super, super bad. And we just finished that series. And now we're moving into Heartland, which is where survivors first start pushing back against the plague, like for real. They develop all types of things to really take a fight to it. And it's State of Decay's first true story DLC, like State of Decay 2's first story DLC, and it was really, really good. I feel like it's really underrated though. Not a whole lot of people know about it, which is crazy. Obviously, like true hardcore State of Decay fans do, but a lot of people who played State of Decay 2 when it originally came out, they just never played the game again. So I can't even tell you how many people have come across the streams and been like, hey, what is this? I've actually never heard that before. Like it's actually wild. So yeah, today we're going to be jumping in, playing this today. And if you guys are enjoying this, make sure you smash that like button, drop some comments, let me know what you guys thought. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. It means the world to me. I hope you guys enjoy this one. This should take us a little bit. It doesn't take too long to beat. But the hard thing about this game mode is you get a set amount of survivors, and then that's it. When they die, they die. Like there's no getting them back. So Heartland can be a little challenging, but the difficulty I'd say is right around like Dread Zone. There is no baseline difficulty for it, or there's no like sliders for it. So you can't play like Lethal Zone or Standard Zone. It's just, it is what it is. So, all right, let's not waste no time. Let's get into this. So you have two different storylines to play. I still don't know if, no, yeah, Paul, just get rid of him instantly, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to make a point. Yeah, just let it just instantly, bro. I don't even want him to have a minute in the chat of acknowledgement. Just zero acknowledgement. Just boom, just gone instantly. So yeah, we have two storylines here, and I'm kind of on the fence of whether I want to do both because they both culminate into the same end game. But there is two different ways to kind of go about it. So you have here Larissa, which is a defiant young woman travels Trumbull Valley along with her loving but emotionally distant aunt in search of her estranged father. When her father doesn't turn out to be who she thought he was, she must grapple with her identity and find the strength to fight the growing threat of blood plague that has overtaken the valley. So this is kind of the Wilkerson storyline, which is pretty good if you guys know the Wilkersons from State of Decay 1. This kind of focuses on that. And then you have Searching for Santos, which this is a group of network. They were in Lily Ritter's group, and they were sent because I believe Trumbull Valley went radio silent. Lily got worried and sent a couple of her people over to try to link up with Ray Santos and kind of figure out what happened. So I'm actually going to push with the network side only because I feel personally it ties in a bit better to the Homecoming update, which we'll also be playing at some point. So we're going to be going with the network side here, and we're going to be playing as Quincy, who he used to be a thief. He robbed office buildings. He dreamed of retirement, and he survived in prison. Then we have Helena, which is a younger survivor here, small town deputy, watched cop shows, and a bright-eyed recruit. So she was a police officer or a deputy in a sheriff's department. All right, so this is the two we're gonna roll with.
Echo Actual, this is Echo 1. Do you copy? It's been 17 days since we received your last message, and our situation continues to decline. I need more soldiers, Colonel, or this operation cannot succeed. Echo Actual, please respond. anyone hear me? Is anyone out there?
Go to Valley. So, this is
So this is Trumbull Valley. Look around, kid. This is where it all started.
That's not actually true. The outbreak started all over. Everybody knows that.
I meant the network. Lily's time here inspired the whole damn idea. We should get moving. No telling what's roaming around out here.
So, since State of Decay 1, this is the first look at Trumbull Valley. So this was like our return to the valley, which was super dope because, as you guys remember, the first game, that was like the most iconic map. You know, for me, it had a lot of nostalgia. So I remember when this first dropped, this game mode, it's like getting back into Trumbull Valley. Just it's so good, and they did such a good job with it too. Obviously, you know, they eventually, because before it wasn't a playable map in State of Decay 2, they did eventually obviously make it a playable map, but all right, so coming around the corner here, let me see, what do we got here? So we got a Plague Cure, a little bit of 7.62, and we got the Trumbull Gatekeeper here, and then I can't use anything. I have a character who looks, Split of Quincy, Woody is Forever Community. Wait, he looks like Quincy in your base game? That's wild, dude. Yeah, there it is. Well, I gotta turn the HUD back on. I turned the HUD off to take a thumbnail, and then I'm like, I can't see my cursor. One hit. Oh, I missed. That was a good shot.
Aim for its head.
There we go.
Is that what pharaohs are like around here? This is crazy.
Oh.
What, you were expecting a picnic? Toughen up, kid. Now stick close. We gotta find some help before we can start looking for Santos.
Yo, nice work with that blood feral. That thing's been lurking around here all day.
You think this guy might know Ray Santos?
Only one way to find out.
But I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Our boy Malik.
Oh, hey.
Well, I know everybody in this valley. You're not from around here, are you?
No. Came here looking for somebody.
Tell you what, if you help me out, I can probably point you in the right direction.
Yeah, that blood feral. So obviously I know he's there, but coming into Heartland, this was the introduction to Plague Freak. So the Plague Feral, Bloater, Screamer, and all that. They were never a thing. So when we got into this and they introduced all the Plague Freaks, oh my God. Like that feral, yeah, you come around that corner, people are just willy-nilly walking, then welcome to Heartland. They just throw a blood feral at you. Like it's wild, dude.
Look, I'm trying to take back my home from the zombies that killed all my friends. Will you help me?
All right, sure thing, bro.
Excellent. Let's go fuck some shit up.
So we're gonna.
Kid, I want you to be careful, okay?
Oh, please. I think I can handle a few zombies.
I can actually use this.
All right, so damn. All right, nice. Can I give them rucksacks? Yes, awesome. So I'm gonna start handing these out to these guys. I don't know if Malik is fully playable yet. Is he? No, so he's not a part of my community yet. But Helena is. I believe there's a car right over here that we used to. Oh yeah, this is like the supply locker that they give you for the starting area. Malik's little base here. Store up that plague here. Yeah, we'll throw these rucks in the back of the car. We can't deposit them
what you
here.
got? Surprise me.
Keep talking like that, and we'll see just how long you last.
Yo, Quincy's a hard ass, dude. What the hell? Let's grab as much as we can here.
I guess that's it.
Spot's been fully looted.
Looks like this place is Zed-free now.
So, mission says to get to Malik's car. This is Malik's car up here, guys. Oh, I thought this had a repair kit and shit in it. Damn, Malik. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have to find some fuel because that car has like a drop in. I mean, it might be. Yeah, I thought I could swear that in this game mode, like when you get to Malik's car, it has a gas can and a repair kit in it. His shit is empty. I mean, it might have enough to make it. I don't know. All right, we'll try.
Trumbull Valley used to be a nice place, if you could believe that. When we were kids, our folks would take us up to Mount Tanner for the weekend.
We've actually heard
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
enough
of stories
gas.
about
We're
the
good.
valley. Sounds like a paradise.
There's no such thing as a paradise anymore.
This
People
car
need
looks
to get
way
used
better.
to that.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so let's take this one. This truck is in way better condition. All right, we're gonna go ahead and throw this stuff in here. We'll just swap out cars real quick. Get this broken here. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, they're going to be doing the alpha stuff, picking people for the alpha here over the next few days and for State of Decay 3. So some of you guys are going to be playing
That's the
that here
place.
soon. It's going to be
That's
awesome.
your home?
Yeah, and my friends are probably still shambling around inside.
Right. Let's go take your home back.
No, we got dead on all sides.
Tired. Better finish.
You haven't killed me yet, assholes!
Get off your
Bro,
ass
stop
and
shooting
fight!
the damn car, bro. All right, make sure we grab samples too. Good shot. There's one of his friends. Oh, there's another one. Now the only thing is, I've had it happen different ways. So I generally like to loot these bodies beforehand because I've had it to where when you activate the mission here and it becomes your and it becomes your base, the bodies despawn. So what I'm gonna do here is we're just gonna drop all the gear on the ground from the survivors.
Anybody else want some?
Would you mind slowing down a bit?
Shit. Okay, that worked out nice. All right, let's
Thanks for
get
the
this
help.
stuff in the supply
It doesn't
locker
put my
here.
friends back, but at least they're at rest now.
So the crappy thing is Quincy
As long as you need.
has a really small backpack. Well, I can't say really small, but
Glad we could help.
yeah, these people had
We're
some
all
good
in this
shit.
together, right?
All right, let's get everything organized.
I had all these big plans for our gardens before the zombies showed up. Maybe I can get back
Damn,
to it.
so all the gear disappeared. So I think the other body stayed because... Oh, no, there it is. There it is. That was weird. Just like moved it over here.
We've let our supply of cure run low. That's not a good idea.
I got one cure, bro. Yeah, we need food too. So the blood plague is out of control here. We should stock up on plague cures while we can. So they want us to use the medical tent at Jurassic Junction to make some plague cure. I already have enough, I believe. Oh yeah, we gotta get all this crap. Medical tent, medical tent, medical tent. I don't even see them. Oh, here it is. Go ahead, get a cure crafted up.
If I'm happy, then everybody's happy.
Yeah, it's a big, big base. Yeah, it's a really, really cool base. Quincy, on the other hand, does not really have very much. We just focus really quick. There's a couple buildings in the back here you can get some good resources out of. So we're going to go hit those up. We should be able to get a medical ruck out of here. Plague zombie. So why is Heartland important? That's actually a very good question. So Heartland is important because it introduces the blood plague in a certain way that the base game does not show. Like, it doesn't exist in the base game, you know, with like the plague walls and all that type of stuff. Like, it just doesn't exist. And, you know, it kind of opens up the storyline for...
All right, Elena, it's time we get to work. Let's go find this Ray Santos.
I'm ready when you are, partner.
It opens up the storyline
Hello?
for... Oh,
Trying
shit.
to reach Ray Santos, or anyone who knows where I can find him. Ray, if you're out there, I'm here on behalf of a mutual friend. She just wants to know that you're okay. That's locked. No answer. That's not a good sign.
Hey, Quincy, I might be able to help you find Ray. Come talk to me.
But it introduces the blood plague in a certain way, and then it also sets up the homecoming update, which was huge. Another storyline on this map.
Nothing more to see here.
And that storyline kind of wraps up the events from State of Decay 1. It was kind of like a nice little homage to State of Decay 1 and all the survivors, the OGs like Ray Santos, the Wilkersons, things like that. And Heartland was kind of the alley-oop for that. So think of it as 2 parts of a story, and this is part 1. So if you've ever been playing on the Trumbull Valley map and you're doing all those missions there for the Wilkersons and Ray and Chavez and what the hell is her name? Isby, and then like all those characters are from this DLC right here. And then yeah, so then like I said, it kind of introduces the plague. It's the first time you really see like the evolution of Blood Plague. And again, going into State of Decay 3, obviously no details, but going into State of Decay 3, if you guys remember, Philip was saying that Blood Plague has again evolved to try to become lethal and kill survivors again. And, you know, so this is kind of like stage 1 of watching like how the Blood Plague evolves, kind of gives you an idea of like what is possible. And then, you know, kind of sets things up for the future too. So that's why I'm sitting here saying like Heartland is a very, very important, a lot more important than people probably think. Hey, Pedro, thank you so much for the super chat. How you doing tonight, dude? Yeah, we got max stealth already? Hell yeah, dude. So,
Oh, hey, that's gonna
nice.
come in handy.
Yeah, we got a little bit of food here. So we're just gonna take a few minutes, loot up these houses back here.
This spot's all tapped out.
Would like some bigger backpacks. There's a couple campsites around here we can go hit. Try to see if we can get some 8 slots.
No more deadheads around here.
We could throw some more gas in here too. What's going on? But again, I hope everybody's having a good night. Let's yeah, we'll empty my inventory real quick and I'll pull the car forward.
My last group worked hard to build this place up.
They did a
It was
fucking
worth it.
crazy job, dude. Yeah, they did a pretty good job. Old fart, what's going on? All right, so we got meds there. I ain't gonna lie right now. Like so last night when I got off stream, I jumped on to the State of Decay 3. I jumped on State of Decay 3 for till 2:30 in the morning. Stayed up way later than I should have, but I was extremely addicted. I was so addicted that I damn near set an alarm
Still got Zeds around.
to wake up early as fuck in the morning so I could jump back on. And I was literally on State of Decay 3 from probably 9 in the morning till right before my son's baseball game today. And then I went to that. Ooh, nice. Got another suppressor.
Heavy damn load.
Yeah, it was. So I'm not operating at 100% right now. I am tired. My ass already hurts. And that's the weird thing is like, because when I'm sitting here playing, it's like, anytime I'm sitting on my computer, I'm used to streaming, you know? So it's super awkward for me to like be at my computer doing something. So it not be streaming. So then come later on in the day, like right now, I literally feel like I've been streaming all day because I've been at my computer all day. My ass is already sore. That's wild, dude. Well, I wanted to, you know, I'm trying to do my best too, because the version that I'm testing currently is the version that you guys are going to be testing here. So, you know, I'm going through and trying to make sure like there's no kinks and any weird stuff, anything that needs, you know, so all of us are kind of hitting the ground running to make sure it's really, really good and cool for you guys too. So I've been kind of playing what you guys are about to be playing. Those you guys that get into the play test. I don't have any sidearms though. All right, so, but I want to head down. I think there's a military checkpoint. I don't know if that's in Heartland. I'm pretty sure it's in Heartland. Yeah, okay. I didn't know if it was in the normal Trumbull map and not in Heartland, but I knew there was like a military checkpoint down here. Oh, Hoffman, I've been playing, no, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've been playing State of Decay 3 for the past year. I've been play testing it. Ooh. Echo S2 right there. It's a nice rifle, 22. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm hitting all of the wrong buttons right now, dude. It's rough. It's real rough. I'm trying to see if we can get a freaking sidearm out of here. What are you... Helena, what the fuck are you doing? You're not even a follower.
This is gonna slow me
What is she doing? Is she a follower? Have you asked Malik? Why is she...
in one piece, kid.
Why the fuck is she down here, dude? So much loot and heart. Yeah, I think I'm not, because I think when I did my assessment of Heartland, like difficulty wise, I think it falls right about Dread Zone difficulty. That's kind of where I would put Heartland at. Let's check this military checkpoint up here too. Yeah, she really is following my ass around right now.
I found a couple of things while I was out scavenging.
All right. We're able to get quite a few bags of food, so all of our numbers on resources should be pretty. Ooh, nice. Able to get some blood plague. So we just came from Plague Origins, where we had no plague cure, and it's going to be kind of weird having blood plague cure now, because in the last series we did, anytime somebody got infected, it was a death sentence. Ah, shit, we're full. So we're going to have to come right back down. It's all good.
Slow me down a bit.
Chat, I literally forgot how to play the game. Okay. I literally was like, how do I deposit stuff in the locker again?
The less for the other guys.
Okay. Let's go down. I'm going to finish shooting out that spot there. Helena, why are you over here, dude? Just getting bit for no reason.
I can't believe we found a base as big as this one.
It is a nice base. Don't worry, I got you, Helena. I got you. Get off. Wonder who comes and sets those traffic cones up. It's probably one of the zombies. Oh, fuck, dude. I didn't... What? I didn't even know that gun was a thing. I didn't know there was a 100-round M4. I knew there was a 70... I don't remember that gun. I remember the light, but I didn't know it was 100. Oh, yeah, the one with the double mags on the bottom. For some reason, I thought this was only 75. Yeah, it was a really good find right there. I think it has... Does it have a suppressor? No, this one's got a brake on it, which is fine because I actually found that pro suppressor. We got a pro suppressor back at base. Yeah. So we're good. It's a nice gun.
This should be useful.
Okay, meds. Yeah, it's a really nice gun.
What a pile of crap.
No, yeah, don't, guys, yeah, don't take any of my mishaps with controls as features non-being existent in another game. No, it's more or less, controls are very different between games, and when I play, I played a game today, obviously, a lot, and I'm just used to those controls, so I'm hitting all of the wrong buttons. Even if it wasn't State of Decay I was playing today, it would just be... I do it all the time. Just sitting here smashing the wrong button. So I'm going to take that suppressor off of that Trumbull Gatekeeper. I'll put it on the pistol. And then I'll take the pro suppressor. All right. Let's get all this away. Yeah, we're going to take the brake off of this. And then, get these guns set up here. Now, I don't think there's fatigue in Heartland, right? Like, your characters don't get tired. At least I don't think. Yeah, so we'll put this one on here and then this one on there. Boom. And now we're going to try to go see if Helena's just getting fucking bit up, dude.
It'll be amazing.
Alright, I'm going to do this Malik mission so she stops following me around like an idiot. Malik, come here, bro. What's up?
Oh, yeah, I know Ray. He's a good guy. I haven't seen him in a bit, though.
Alright. Well, we came here on behalf of his friend Lily Ritter. I need to find him, dude.
Okay, look, chill out. I know some of his people used to hang out at the local church over in Spencer's Mill. I'm not sure if they're still there, but it's a good place to start. Listen, that's a long walk, so you should gear up and grab a set of wheels.
There it is.
Appreciate it.
Hey, you're not going out there without me, are you?
Wouldn't dream of it. Come on, kid.
Sweet. I call shotgun.
All right, I guess she's following me, dude. There's no choice there. I want to go do this mission, but I wanted to get a bigger backpack. There is a campsite literally right down the road. So let me see. I'm going to switch out that cutting blade because it's a little heavy. We'll grab this. Oh, the grass cutter's really good, actually. Grab some stamina items. Let's head down the hill real quick. Get some backpacks. Because I think Helena's going to need a bigger backpack, too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she only has a 6. DB, what's going on, man? Let's see if we can get lucky and get a backpack. Some crossbow bolts. Highly doubt we're getting a backpack out of this little container here, but who knows? All right, yeah, some more down this way. Yeah, I'm so used to the lethal sound. That would have easily have called that zombie in lethal.
I've heard Lily talk about Ray Santos on her broadcasts. He's like a legend around here.
I've met a lot of people in my day. Can't say I've ever met an actual legend.
That's the only thing, they're really out here pumping Ray, chat. Like, pumping his shit. Crazy style. My thing is like, in State of Decay 1, Ray... He plays a relatively decent role, but not even really that big, honestly. I didn't think Ray's, like, the role he played in State of Decay 1 made him a legend by any means. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little harsh, but... Yeah, it's like they really try to pump him up in this. Like, even in Homecoming, they try to make him sound like he was this legend. I'm like, bro, Ray was the dude that gave us a car one time in State of Decay 1 and talked to us on a rooftop for a few minutes.
Yeah, I got no room for that.
I'm going to give the rest of this stuff to her. I forgot you can load her up. I never have followers, like, ever playing these damn games, dude. There we go. So we got a few freaking small backpacks.
I just saw one of the weird ones.
Well, at least we got one bigger backpack. Oh, I didn't even realize Quincy had his own custom backpack model. Yeah, I mean, I see how Ray means a lot to Lily. You know what I mean? Because she couldn't afford her surgery, and Ray is the one that showed up and gave her family the $10,000 to pay for it. So to Lily Ritter, Ray Santos is a very important person to her. But us as like...
So what should we build next? Have room.
Us as the players in State of Decay 1, it just didn't hit the same for us. It's like... Lily tells us this happened, but yeah, there still wasn't enough connection with Ray for me personally, like as a player, to truly appreciate him the same way, you know, Lily would. Okay, so we're gonna head into Spencer's Mill. We got a bigger backpack, so we gotta head over to the church. Damn, okay, twice is cool. Do you get more than one follower? I can't talk about any features like that, use. They did such a good job remaking this map. It looks so good. Because we just played State of Decay 1, so I'm telling you guys, going from SOD 1 to this, yo, it hits different. But you could also see like all of the improvements that they made. Screamer inside there?
Hey, you know what you're doing.
I don't know if that's an infestation or not. There's quite a few zombies, but
Shit, I don't think anyone's lived in that dump for a long time.
Let's take a look around. If they lived here before, they might have left a clue.
You did a lot of that as a deputy sheriff, huh? Looking for clues?
No. But I watched a lot of cop shows. There's always a clue.
yeah, so again, this is new from State of Decay 1. They didn't have this, so obviously somebody, after the original guys left here, somebody really turned this place into a nice spot. You see some cars broken down here. Those station wagons. Those weren't even, they're obviously not even drivable in State of Decay 2. They were drivable in State of Decay 1, the station wagons. But yeah, they had a little fuel up spot here for the vehicles. This was the watchtower. Our boy Ed was in here. This used to be the infirmary in State of Decay 1. They changed it though to looks like just kind of like a sitting area. See, they had a garden over here. Nice. That was a good shot. Let's get in here.
Just what I was looking for.
Neatly printed note. Do you need help? Find us at the coordinates listed below. We have room and resources to share. Remember, we're stronger together.
We're stronger together. That sounds familiar.
That's because it's basically the network motto. This note has to be from Ray.
I guess it's worth checking out. Come on, kid.
Fuck is that?
Hey, this is neat.
Am I watching
Looks like
Star
this place
Wars?
is set
No.
free now. Is that it? Nothing more to see here.
It's obviously super iconic base location from the first game. Oh, so this is, yeah, the farmland compound.
See, I told you we'd find a clue.
Or we're walking into a trap. Did you stop to consider that, or didn't they teach you that in cop school?
Cop school.
You're always so suspicious. Don't you trust anybody?
Kid, I barely even trust me.
Clear.
That place might be promising. Hey, we're looking for Ray Santos. Do you know him?
Do I know him? He's the guy in charge. Come on in.
All right, Keesha, well, where is he?
What's up, dude?
Adios.
There's Ray. Raimundo.
Hello, I'm Raimundo Santos. Call me
Raimundo.
Ray. Welcome to Trumbull Valley.
All right, Lily. Ritter sent me to find you. She was worried after you went dark on the radio.
Yes, that sounds like Lily. She's a good kid. We've had no radios for a while now. Something fried our system, and we've been trying to fix it ever since. Even our fixes only last for a little while before it shorts out again. We're getting really low on parts.
You just need parts? I can help with that.
Well, that would be much appreciated, my friend.
Ray, 25 parts, dude? Anybody could get 25 parts. Especially because they're in your own shed. Are they? No, they're down here. I thought they were in the shed right here in the back. I don't think... I think they are, though, for real.
That's locked. Way too noisy.
Okay, so nothing great. We'll sell that stuff to him, though. Eight parts there. 7 parts there.
Heavy damn load.
Oh, shit.
Looks like this place is Zed-free now.
Sell that. We only need 10 more parts. Come on, dude.
I can't carry that much.
Hey, take this, Helena.
That's pretty heavy.
Yo, JC, thank you so much for the huge 20, bro. Want to show some love for this series. I'm not sure if you can comment on it, but back when they nerfed the base attacks, I was saddened. I know many were happy. It did make the game more balanced. Will they bring it back for State of Decay 3? So as obviously for like how anything like any systems and stuff like that work in State of Decay 3, I can't talk about in detail. But just know that there are a lot of people like myself in the player console. I was thinking about breaking over to Rexx, but we got to build so much shit back at base. It's fine. We got a shed over here to see if we can hit. But there's a lot of people in the player console, including myself. Oh, we got 5 there. That also have ambitions to preserve the integrity of State of Decay. You know what I mean? And there was changes that were made with this game that I particularly was not a fan of. As for the base siege mechanic, JC, I don't know if I wouldn't say they necessarily made it easier. They made it easier to, oh damn, 27 parts, that was fat. They made it easier to prevent base sieges, but the siege mechanic itself now brings in ferals and stuff like that. Juggernaut's relatively consistent, especially if you get 3 built-up siege sites. Your base sieges in State of Decay 2 can get pretty nasty.
So, did you find the parts we need? Thank you so much. This should get us back on the radio again, at least for a while. I don't want to send you home empty-handed. Go talk to Keesha to see what we can spare.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was necessary. But I think it is wicked easy to prevent base
I know
sieges
this
in State
isn't
of Decay
much,
2
but
now.
I hope it'll help.
If you're on top of keeping plague hearts asleep, and you know, even in our last playthrough we just did modded, we didn't get a single base siege because I was just super on top of it. As soon as we would get siege sites, I would beeline over there, make sure we cleared them out, and we stayed on top of it.
Seriously though, do you really know Lily Ritter? She's like my hero.
Yeah, I know her. She's the reason I'm here. And don't tell anybody, but she's kind of my hero too.
Damn, they really pumping these characters, bro. Lily went from being an annoying person on the radio to a hero. All right, I'm gonna sell this stuff to them real quick. I think that's all good there. Yeah, let me sell this note too. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna keep all that.
You interested in trading?
Yes.
Hey, I just delivered a load of cool stuff.
Yeah, I know Lily annoyed a lot of people in State of Decay 1. She wasn't too bad. I mean, I didn't find her to be like unbearably annoying, but I know a lot of people definitely found her to be quite annoying. Just always bothering you on the radio and stuff like that. There was so many Lily Ritter memes. But I don't know. I didn't think she was too bad. All right, so what do we need right now? Resources are already pretty solid. I want to head into Spencer's Mill here. We're going to scout. I want to get an outpost set up. and then we got to start doing some base building.
I see a bloater over there. So gross.
Yeah, JC, that was the one thing that one of the main reasons why they changed the siege mechanic was because it was unpredictable. There was no rhyme or reason behind it. It would just randomly happen. And there was nothing you could do. So they wanted to kind of give players a little bit more agency in making the sieges make sense.
I didn't know you felt that way about Lily.
She gave me a chance when the rest of the world had given up on me. I take that pretty seriously.
We're gonna set up right here. This is my go-to spot in Spencer's usually. All right, we're clear.
Looks like this place is Zed-free now.
Yeah, you can get energy drinks
So,
from these.
is that it? We come out, fix a radio, and we're done?
Something else is going on in this valley. I don't know why, but I'm sure that Santos isn't telling us the whole story.
But he's like Lily's friend. Why would he lie to us?
Ain't that just the question of the day?
Yeah, that is weird though. Why would Ray lie to us, man?
Nothing more to see here.
All right, let's get this.
Consider this outpost ready to go.
I will drop the food rock. And we can hit the gun store too. See what we can get out of there.
Guys, our food supplies are kind of dwindling here.
I wouldn't say they're dwindling. We're not as optimal as I would like to be at the moment, but we're
I can actually use this.
oh yeah. Zombie?
No more in sight. Let's make the most of it. This is gonna slow me down a bit.
Back up, bossy.
This spot's all tapped out.
Well, there's a plague heart in this town. So I don't think there's plague territory in Heartland, right? If I'm not mistaken, I don't think plague territory exists. So these are like the OG plague hearts before update. I think it was 25 that introduced plague territory. Take this rock off her.
Hang in there, okay?
No.
Hey, come with me and watch my back, okay?
You're the boss.
Yeah, we just got some good gear out of there, though. Nice shotgun. go. Hey, Dr. Mix, thank you for the raid, bro. How you doing tonight? All right, so we're good there. I'm trying to see. Probably gonna need just a little bit more food, but I want to look at the base real quick. Okay. So get all this shit repaired. Damn, those are cheap. 35. Yeah, Lethal Zone are like 100, aren't they? 75 or 100 a pop. Get those going, and then hold on. Let's see if I can help this. What? So I think, let me see. Yeah, we're good on that. Can I switch? So what we'll do is we'll dismiss her.
Hang in there, okay?
She's actually got, damn, she's got a lot of, okay.
No more of that. Almost out of that.
All right, I just want to get her. So obviously she was a cop or a deputy. So they had her rocking the revolver. It's fitted with a recoil custom. So this is a 357 though. Very, very expensive round to shoot in this game. I wanted to see how loud it was in Heartland. Because without lethal, because when State of Decay 2 first came out, obviously when it introduced the difficulty system, there's a lot of different noise radius things. So in Lethal Zone, you shoot this damn gun unsuppressed, you're going to call in every zombie in the freaking town on top of you. So that had a relatively decent sound radius, but not game breaking at all. Like you could actually use revolvers in this game mode. You know what's crazy is I've been playing, obviously, State of Decay for a very long time.
Time to reload.
So yeah, it's actually relatively viable. So I got two questions I want to ask, but I need to get an idea first. So how many of you guys? Let me see the W's in the chat. Okay, if you played State of Decay, like without watching content on it first, like if the very first time you engaged with State of Decay, it was because like you just played it, like you went into it blind, I guess. How many? Let me see W's in the chat. If you went into State of Decay 2 or State of Decay 1 blind. Okay, so yeah, fair bit of you guys went into either one of the games blind. All right, so coming from obviously playing different types of games, how many? All right, so now let me see F's in the chat. If your first time dealing with it, hold on. I want to actually show you an example. So no F's yet. Hold on. I want to know if the first time you played this game. I'll grab the backup bossy. I want to know if the first time you played this game, if this is how you engaged your first zombies. If you guys were doing this.
Reloading. Time to reload.
And like, why the fuck are these things going down, dude? Going for headshots. Well, that's the thing is, going for headshots is normal for me now because of playing State of Decay 2 or playing State of Decay. Before, like, generally, especially in the military, like they train you. You always aim for center mass because it's easier. It's easy to hit. Hitting the head is a little harder. It's obviously harder to do. So generally you want to aim for a bigger target. And that's why a lot of the times if I'm playing shooting games, before this, I would always try to aim for the bigger target, which is the body. You know what I mean? But yeah, State of Decay is what turned me into a headhunter before though. Yeah, I used to aim center mass on almost everything. But State of Decay was also kind of like my intro into zombie games. Like real, I played Resident Evil and shit back in the day, but those damn zombies were so fucking tanky. It didn't matter whether you shot them in the head or the body. It didn't matter. They were just tanky, dude. They were so tanky. I'm gonna keep the backup bossy though as a secondary. Never watched zombie movies. I did. Well, I got before State of Decay. Guys, I'm telling you, State of Decay was kind of my intro into zombie media. I'm not even joking you. Like the first game, like was kind of like my intro into zombie media. Because before that, like The Walking Dead, it was like a big thing for me. But that was after I started watching State of Decay, I want to say. But yeah, it was like State of Decay and The Walking Dead were kind of like what got me into zombies. All right, so we're good on that. I can actually take this break off here. We'll throw it on this. Backup bossy. Got the shoddy. I don't have a choke or anything. So we got a little bit of ammo for that. I don't even really need the shotgun realistically, but grab this, and so I got a little bit of 12 gauge here, a little bit of 9mm on the backup bossy. Okay, so we got a supply run here, but let's get back to the base now. All right, so I believe this facility can be ran by the farm complex. I believe Malik runs that one. So that's going to take 2 people to fix. Repair depot's still doing its thing. We got to get the beds fixed too. Actually, oh, let me hold off on that. Let's do the beds first. No. Stop. Damn it. Fuck. Now I got to rebuild them. I'm such a fucking idiot. All right, well, we'll do this first. So we got to wait for this to finish before we get all our labor back. Yeah, 2 for the kitchen. Yeah, so once we get that back, we'll be able to rebuild those, no problem. Watch all 11 seasons of The Walking Dead in one day for $3,000. Not even possible, dude. You'd only be able to watch 2 seasons. All right, so we'll do a supply run for Malik while we're waiting. Actually, I don't even know how many episodes are in a season of Walking Dead. Is it more than 12? Oh, so yeah, you're watching season 1, dude. And then one day, that's it. Thought there were 12 episodes.
The air's all red and gooey. It's gotta mean a plague heart is nearby.
That's just
Probably
gooey.
plague zombies too.
Yeah, this base on this, and like I know a lot of people fell in love with this base. I did too. I thought the Heartland base was amazing because it's so good. Like, endgame Heartland base, it's a powerhouse. It does everything. Damn, look at old fart using the big brain, dude. Technically, yeah, you could have a TV for each season. Yeah, you could have a TV for each season playing simultaneously. But I don't know if that would cover the cost of the 11 TVs unless you could return them all to Best Buy.
Depot gives me an idea. With the right tools, I could turn out some solid weapons.
I want to grab some. Yeah, we'll grab the gas. We'll grab the gas. Lady X, thank you so much for the 10. Set up for passing the cognitive test by remembering my OG name before you two messed it up. And for chat. Of course. I'm dumb most of the time, but I have my moments. I have my moments. Just open 11 screens on a desktop. Yeah, you could do that too. Have a bunch of little mini screens. Oh shit. Hell yeah, let's get all this deposited. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so we're already over on materials and we're already over on ammo. We're off to a great start. So the repair depot, we need 5 scraps of circuitry. Oh yeah, the weaponsmithing. I forgot Quincy did this. Yeah, that's like his special skill. He can craft like 100 round what the hell are they? Those little custom AR-15s or M4s. We used to actually, what I would do if you guys ever want to know how to get those guns out of Heartland, because there's a lot of cool guns in Heartland, especially those. You can actually craft them yourself now with the, I think there's a facility mod now in the game that allows you to craft those. You got to get them from the Trumbull Valley trader, if I'm not mistaken. But you can craft the guns here in Heartland, have one of your friends join your game, drop them on the ground. Your friend has to pick them up, then leaves the game. You go back on your community, invite your friend into your community, and then he comes in and drops them on the ground. And that's how you can get stuff from one game mode to the other, because Heartland can also be played multiplayer. Okay, so let's fuel up. Yeah, the Masterworks assault rifle. Yeah, that's it. Couldn't remember the name of that gun. But they did introduce a station that allows you to craft those in the Trumbull Valley pack. Or the Trumbull, yeah, I think it's the Trumbull Valley Bounty Broker pack.
my breath. I guess I'd better look around.
Try to see if we can get some food out of here. This place isn't even marked as a food location. It must be spawned in because of the mission.
Ooh, lucky
Here it is.
find.
I'm curious, guys. Let me see some W's in the chat. I want to know if you play
Hey,
or
not
played
bad.
this game mainly on
be close by.
Xbox. Let me see a W in the chat. I want to see if you guys are mainly like Xbox, because like I played this game on PC personally, but I want to know how many of you guys are on Xbox.
Well, it's something.
Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of Xbox.
Area's clear of the living dead.
Nice, got a portable
That's a
Jenny
lot of
too.
stuff.
Not that it matters. They have a really good generator that you can craft in this. All right, so that's repaired. Now we can get the beds rebuilt.
Done searching this place.
I think you can even craft backpacks in this, if I'm not mistaken. Am I tripping, chat, when I'm saying that? But I think you can craft backpacks in Heartland. I think there's a facility mod or an upgrade for it. And then we got to get this farm facility.
No room for that.
I know you signed an NDA, but are your wife and kids able to see us with E3? So the way NDAs work, Callie, is it kind of they kind of blanket the household. You know what I mean? Like the devs expect if one of my kids
I
happen
wish
to
I had room for it.
walk into my office and see something, that they expect me to enforce the fact that they will, you know, not ever say anything, or, you know, like that's just kind of how it works. Like, yeah, the NDAs kind of cover the household. But my wife and kids have walked in while I was testing or playing the game at some point. This door is like weird, bro. It's like got some kind of collision shit going on there. Beautiful. So we get this deposited. We are way over on materials now. Okay, so the beds are going to take another 12 minutes. We got to get some more survivors, man. I forgot how long it takes before you start getting your own. So we got to actually have to upgrade the base here, get some circuitry. That's for Quincy's mission. Nah, Fred, I think you do a good job, man. Especially if you just played on like a normal difficulty. I think you would, because you get to just take your time, play at your own pace, be strategic. I think the only people that struggle at games like State of Decay are like Call of Duty gamers. Like those type of people. People who are just need nonstop action always. Like they don't have a patient bone in their body. They're not really into looting. You know what I mean? Like there's some people they'd find a game like this boring as shit. They'd be like, nah, dude, what do you mean I gotta walk around and pick up loot and shit? Like I just want to shoot zombies, bro. You know, like so a game like World War Z might suit people like that, but nah, if you're a patient person and you just like to sit back, chill, and relax, this game is therapeutic at times.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this might clear up.
Yeah, look at that little baby-ass plague territory, dude. So they do have plague territory in this and dormant plague hearts. I felt like plague territory should be bigger than that, though. So they did add these sleeping plague hearts to Heartland, guys.
Careful, still a few zombies here.
Slurp his shit from the back. Got it.
Found it.
There it is. Close that real quick. Get in here. But yeah, Kelly, I also don't, you know, like I do my best to keep everything confidential. Even like I don't like just, hey, son, come watch State of Decay 3. You know, like I don't do that at all. And they know, you know, when I'm in my office, my door's closed. They know I'm working or I'm on a call or something like that. So they don't just barge in. My wife has probably seen more State of Decay 3 than anybody because she's the one that will come in my office a bit more than my, like say my kids. But
when we don't store our supplies appropriately, shit gets broken.
I'm gonna grab these plague samples. For me, it's not really anything new though, because even when I was in the military, you know, I was used to confidential, classified stuff, you know, like not being able to tell your significant other or family members every single little detail or everything. You know, might not even be able to tell them where you're going or what you're doing. I do want to play Schedule 1 again at some point, yeah. We were just waiting for updates for that game. No, Kelly, that's why, again, you know, you just don't talk about it in detail in front of people, you know what I mean? All right, let me see here. So, yeah, she does have guns. I don't use gunslinging though. Yeah, I'm not. It's not my style. So we gotta wait for this to be done. Another 7 minutes on that. We need fuel now, so we're gonna head up into Spencer's Mill. I'm gonna loot up some gas.
Hey, Quincy. This is Keesha Green from the Santos Enclave. I came over to see if I could get your help with something. Can we talk?
What's up, Keisha? I'm looking for Quincy. Can you let him know I'm here?
Be careful out there.
I'll go find him. I guess I'm not good enough, chat.
Look, if we don't build more storage, we can't hold on to what we've got.
Thanks for seeing me.
Damn, lady, I didn't even come down yet. All right, Keesha, what's up? Talk to me.
I need you to help me discourage some very bad people from hassling my friend.
Okay.
Thanks. Ray didn't want us to get involved, but I can't just stand by anymore. The Wilkersons have been taking advantage of people around here for too damn long.
Did she say the Wilkersons? I swear I've heard Lily talk about those guys. They are serious trouble. Want me to come along?
Bringing along a friend wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Yes, fine, Helena. But we're leaving Malik here by himself.
Want me to come along? That's great.
Want to grab an SUV after this, too.
Zombie warband approaching fast.
It's 4 zombies. How is that a warband? What the fuck? I think it's down here. Yep, it's down this way. You never take her? That's because you're a meanie, Paul.
I've seen this week.
So why isn't Ray handling this himself?
He prefers to avoid conflict.
He's scared.
I say, sometimes you just have to draw a line.
Raid likes to avoid conflict, chat, and just lets the fucking bad people do whatever the hell they want. Real legend. A real legend. Ray's on that fucking Morgan shit, dude.
Hey, Xander.
Not early
You okay
day
in
Morgan.
You're cutting it close. He'll be here any minute.
I'm
Sorry,
talking
I wanted to get some backup.
pacifist
Quincy,
Morgan.
This is my friend Xander.
That's great.
Yo, what's up, Xander? Thanks for agreeing for us to show the Wilkersons why they can't just push us around.
It's hard enough staying alive when the blood plague spreads more every day. Mickey Wilkerson charging rent just for living in the valley is too much to bear.
Damn, Mickey's charging rent, bro?
Why don't you just leave town?
With both bridges out, there's no road to take. And traveling overland means fighting through more plague zombies than I can count.
I guess you're stuck like Chuck, dude. Nope.
You asked for this!
Lily was right about you Wilkersons. You're nothing but trouble.
This ain't your fight, stranger. Fuck! Okay, you win! Keep your shit, I don't care!
Get lost, asshole.
Listen, I won't forget what you did for me. Thanks for sticking up for me. Please, let me give you some of what he was trying to take.
Some of that oatmeal, bro?
You're good people. If you're ever looking to trade, come on back anytime.
It means a lot that you stood up to the Wilkersons. Most people around here aren't that brave. I like Ray, but I wish he were more proactive about helping people.
Sometimes a man's got to look out for his own first. I can respect that.
Oh, please. Quincy, we all know you're just a big softie.
Yeah, don't make a federal case out of it.
Morgan is the most annoying character in Walking Dead. I don't know, okay. So, chat. All right, answers in the chat. Let me see. Morgan so both characters had that I'm about to say had their ups and downs, but Morgan or Gabriel, early Walking Dead Gabriel. We don't, not Lori, bro. Don't, why y'all doing Lori like this always, dude? Everybody always hating on Lori, bro. Because Gabriel infuriated me like nobody's business, dude. Lori was not as annoying as Morgan, though. Like, Morgan pissed me off.
There are bad things going down around here, even worse than the Wilkersons. When Ray is ready to talk, he'll give you a call. Until then, just be careful, okay?
Way to be mysterious and unhelpful.
Whoa.
Adorable.
Blood Pharaoh.
Unless we improve our storage, things are gonna keep getting broken.
You were a big help today. I'll try to convince Ray to share more information with you about what's going on.
I appreciate that. You know, seeing as we're doing everything.
I like her. She's pretty cool.
That doesn't mean much. You like everybody.
Andrea, nah, still none of the, I mean, yes, there's some of these characters you guys are mentioning were annoying, but like even Morgan even decided to take his annoyingness into Fear the Walking Dead and just continued to piss me off. So it's like he left The Walking Dead and I didn't have to deal with his pacifist ass anymore. And then I start watching Fear the Walking Dead. And then guess who shows up to piss me off? Morgan. Couldn't escape him. All right, here we go. So now we got to upgrade the base. This, boom. Beautiful. So we got that done. It made every character just use Quincy's gun, no other. Oh, the craftable ones there, Paul? All right, so we're good there. Now, yeah, we're good on materials, so we could do repairs on the farm complex here. And what else can we build here? So we don't really have to worry about beds right now. I still gotta go get that fuel. Let me look at the... Utility complex, got a lounge. Got to remember all the different... Yeah, the drone uplink, sniper tower. There's a fabricator shop. Okay, so pretty standard stuff then. And then we got the basic lab. I believe this upgrades. Yeah, and demolition. I believe this upgrades. Yeah, and this one here is the plague annex. Yep. Okay. Got it. Yeah, you got to recruit specific people to run specific buildings, and the problem is if those specific people die, you lose that functionality unless you built it.
It feels wrong to have all that empty space just sitting there.
Let's go get this gas. See, I love Michonne as a character in The Walking Dead. The only problem I had with Michonne is I feel like in the later seasons, she got a little soft. Like, she was a savage. I'm going to try to recruit as many as possible, yeah.
tastes like blood. Fucking plague
Yeah,
zombies.
plague territory is super tiny in this, dude.
Hello, my friend. As you can tell, our radio is working again, thanks to you. On that topic, there's one more thing we could use help
Oh,
with.
that's upgraded.
If you're available, gear up and meet us back at the ranch. Gracias.
Roger that, Ray. Heading out now.
Gracias, amigo.
You sure you don't want me along?
That's
I think I
destroyed.
can
though.
handle this myself.
Hey, Lily put you in charge. I'm here if you change your mind.
Gives me a good chance to ask Santos what's really going on around here.
Hey, partner, don't forget. I'm here if you need me.
I'm gonna turn this into an outpost.
I will definitely keep that in mind.
I mean, we got an outpost right down the road, but do we need fuel? Yeah. How much influence do I got? 1,200. Yeah, we'll outpost it. Screw it.
Careful. Still got dead company.
Hey, guys, I found a few things while I was out.
I know I heard zombies. I was like, are they inside? Oh, I knew it. Alright, so we max his fighting. True Gamer, we've been playing through the whole storyline of State of Decay. We started with the first game, and now we're kind of just playing all of State of Decay story in a row. We started this a few months ago.
This should be useful.
We started with the first game, then we went into Breakdown, Lifeline. Then I did my own little modded series with a little story, and we've just kind of been progressing through all of the lore and story of State of Decay.
Not too bad, I guess.
So I would like more fuel than that, but I do want to kind of take that big ass vehicle right there. So we'll outpost, get a repair kit.
Consider this outpost ready to go. That's pretty heavy.
Damn, that thing was super fucked. We need another repair kit. Yeah, as soon as the hacker falls off, Twisted, you lose that additional outpost. It's a nice vehicle. All right. Where the fuck do you fuel this thing?
Unless we improve our storage, things are gonna keep getting broken.
Yeah, Brown hooked it up last night, old fart, for sure. Yeah, that shit was sweet, man. All right, so we're good here. But I'm not necessarily trying to like point out any specific story things that I feel like my main goal for this was to kind of highlight the progression of the apocalypse in State of Decay, because with State of Decay 3
Nothing
taking
useful
place
here.
so much
Gotta move
further into the apocalypse, I was kind of looking at it as tracking the decay of the world. You know what I mean? And kind of how just over time the world decays, civilization decays, communities decay. And I think this is kind of the best way to showcase that. You get to go see like how things were in the first game to how much they decayed and how much Trumbull Valley fell apart going into the second game and stuff like that. And then to go from the second game now into the third game and to be able to just see how, like, even things like buildings and like just how the world decays and what does the world look like after, 5-6 more years into the apocalypse. You know what I mean? Like, all right, so let's empty out and grab a little bit more ammo here. He said to gear up, Santos, so that's what we will do. Highly doubt I'll need those, but you never know. Should build a freaking workshop, but I think, yeah. So I think we can do mollies somewhere else. I need to get this fuel into my damn base, though. And keep gas in the trunk. Yeah, we're not going to bring Helena with us. All right, let's go link up with Ray. I left a food ruck in my car. You sure? No, there's nothing in that car. At least I don't think. Or am I thinking about State of Decay 1? Which? Does State of Decay 2 have the little icon? I think State of Decay 2 has that little icon. When your car has stuff in the trunk. I think that was this game. If not, it was in State of Decay 1.
Glad to see you're doing well.
Right back at you, Ray.
Got a bloater here. Clean this shit. Oh yeah, I forgot in Heartland you actually got to farm the bloaters' bodies to get the bloater gas. Well, then bloater gas grenades are way easier to craft than the main game. I always thought that was a good feature. I wish they would have kept that from Heartland in the base game. All right, Ray, talk to me, bro.
We need your help, but you may discover things you wish you didn't know. Are you ready to learn more?
Yeah, we're ready to learn more.
All right, then here's what you need to know. Not long ago, the military came rolling into the valley with a lot of people and supplies. This wasn't like the quarantine back during the outbreak. They came in here to destroy something big. Instead, as best we can tell, they were wiped out.
Christ. What the hell did they run into?
They had an outpost near Marshall. I figure that'd be a good place to look for clues.
There we go.
So, are you ready to investigate the abandoned military outpost?
Let's do it.
Excellent, my friend. Welcome to the team. But I can't let you go out there without backup. That's why I'm sending Keesha along with you.
I thought you were going.
Seriously? You're letting me do this?
You're ready for it. Good luck to you.
All right, kid. Follow me. There's a new spot that should have plenty of supplies.
Chat, does Ray do anything dangerous? Does Ray do anything? I thought he was coming with us, and he's like, actually, Keisha's gonna go with you. Bro, Ray is the ultimate delegator, bro. This man, he don't do shit. Can you transfer the... I'm not sure, Twisted, if you could transfer the bloater gas into the game. They might not. But they do have code, so maybe. I don't know. I know before you couldn't. All right. Okay, so we got to head over to them.
Look, I'm sorry we couldn't say more earlier.
Finish the
We're not
Walking
too good
Dead
about
game. What
trusting
Walking Dead
strangers
game,
around
Vic?
here.
Yeah, I'd have done the same in your shoes.
We'll get a repair van right there. Those are actually pretty nice. They usually have a few repair kits in them.
These are on us.
There it is. I've watched World War Z. Yeah, I've seen that. In Zombieland, I've seen that too. See, this is where the Grange were based up.
This is the place. I guess the army guys abandoned it when it got overrun.
So what happened to
Christ, overrun
Alex
is an
or Beth?
understatement.
Ooh, there's a plague heart.
You be careful, okay?
You don't have to tell me twice.
There's a good
We
vehicle
should
right
clear
there.
this place out before we search.
So
I like
I have
what I'm
actually.
hearing.
You know what's crazy, guys, is we just did a lethal zone. I haven't seen one of these in a regular lethal playthrough in forever, bro. Like in a base game playthrough. Yo, these are so rare. But the reason why these are super good is you guys know how I park my vehicles up against walls all the time. This one, you don't need to worry about that because zombies cannot. Some people would see this plow and they'd think, oh, yeah, you know, that plow is really good because it allows you to hit zombies. No, 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 no. This plow is really good because zombies can't latch onto the hood of the vehicle. It's impervious to zombies. Now, they can still hit the doors and shit like this, but yeah, this car cannot take engine damage from zombies from the front. That's why that car is so good. Okay, so I got a couple thermites.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
Yeah, you just gotta stick to the roads, Nocturne.
Expect stuff to get ruined like this.
Yeah, you just gotta stick to the roads. Oh, the Walking Dead Destinies? Damn, bro, you want me to play the Walking Dead? I mean, does people think it's really that good?
Looks like that shut him up.
So I'm about to just dump inside this shit. Crazy style. Damn, bitch, I wasn't even ready.
Fire in the hole! Sure didn't like that. Almost there. Can't let up now.
That shit is easy as fuck, dude.
Guess that could have gone worse.
Oh shit, that
Are
shit's
you
fucking
kidding?
me.
That was terrifying.
What?
Let's look around and get out of here.
That wasn't even hard. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of missed when the plague heart dies, it kills the zombies. I forgot that was even a fucking feature, dude. In this game. Should have forgot that was even a feature. Oh, nice. Got
Damn
another
load.
8 slot.
Now where am I gonna put that?
TCG card shop got a massive update. How massive are we talking? Are we talking like thick, like juicy? There's no difficulties in Heartland Devastator. Yeah, that they introduced that mechanic with Lethal Zone. It was like when you kill the plague heart, zombies no longer died. But it was always a part of State of Decay lore. When the plague heart goes down, it like severs that connection to the hive, and they all die. Whatever pulse or whatever is let out by the plague heart affects them all. It's quite satisfying, actually. Okay, so we're good there. All right. And then we just got to search this building. I'm completely full. I could get an outpost over here temporarily to kind of like just dump.
Just what I was looking for.
Okay, R12.
Holy shit, take a look at this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm going to set up an outpost.
Is that what I think it is?
It was an R12, yeah.
Oh yeah, this'll come in very handy.
Decent shotgun.
All clear.
This place is freaking fat with loot, dude.
Consider this outpost ready
It's
to
a
go.
good, that's a pretty rare gun. We got some 5.56 here. I'll top this off.
Need to make this last mag count.
Well, this was a military area, so I think that's why it had it in it. The military set up shop in here, so
This should be useful.
So apply run mission wanted freaking. The game does have an AA-12. It's Damn, Callie, you're really fucking testing my brain right now, dude. I don't think you could do it in this game mode. But there's a radio call, and I forgot which one it is. It's one of the special Chat, is AA12 base game or was it tied to the Ultimate Edition? I feel like it was tied to the Ultimate Edition. I don't remember exactly
Where am I gonna put that?
what radio call-in, but I feel like there was a radio call-in for it. It's tied to the Ultimate Edition. Okay, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to say it was tied to the Ultimate Edition, and somebody be like, no, it's in the base game. But yeah, I think it's because I can get it with my radio call-ins. I just forgot what call-in it was to get it.
Until we build better storage, we have to expect stuff to get ruined like this.
All right, we're good there. Yeah, I was gonna say all the special editions are available to everybody. That was like Undead Labs' farewell when they sunsetted State of Decay 2. They released that shit to everybody. So even if you didn't have the special radio call-ins for, like, you now have access to all of them. I think they even released all the clothing items and everything.
Heavy damn load.
Damn, man. What the fuck is it? Oh, there it is.
Just what I needed.
So military journal fragment. Day 1, establish fob at ineligible. The doc is super creepy when she's excited. Day 2, Nugian swears he can see the wall grow. I said he was full of shit and everyone laughed, everyone except the captain. Day 3, made contact with local survivors at blank violent resistance. Patrols ordered to avoid individuals identified as the Wilkerson family. Day 4, my first patrol in the city. Fuck. Nugian wasn't lying. We're gonna need more ordnance. Day 5, I effing hate plague zombies. Day 6, there's shit in this valley I never seen. Why does the doc not seem surprised? Day 7, Nugian's dead. So are Kukas and Russell. And still the doc acting like it's all normal. Fuck. The captain said we're going back tomorrow. Beth, I'm sorry about how we left things. If I don't see you again, journal ends. It's a nasty fucking place in Marshall, guys. For those of you guys who haven't seen it, it is...
Found something. Looks like part of a journal.
It is impressive.
Shit. It sounds like they ran into something nasty.
How about we bring that back to Ray rather than standing around in here?
Works for me.
Winyan is his name? Winyan? Then they should have spelled it like that. So he is Nugian. Or however I pronounce it.
This spot's all tapped out.
I feel like I probably said it 10 different ways already.
This stuff looked useful.
Nugian? All right, so we're good on that. We just got to go give this shit. Oh, I need that little piece of paper though for Ray. This one. So Quincy did take some real damage from that. Yeah, Kelly, you don't have to do anything, bro. You just open up your radio, bro, and it's just available. Yeah, you just go in game and you open up the radio. And obviously I'm in Heartland, so it looks different, but Heartland's a part of the base game, yep. Well, I think it was a part of the Juggernaut edition. I think when it first came out, it was like $10 or something like that. But then when Juggernaut dropped, I think they incorporated it. And I could be wrong though. Maybe Heartland wasn't $10. I don't remember. Got it. DB, I'm glad you enjoyed that, bro. Oh, you posted again? Twisted, I didn't see it, my bad, bro. Cut up through hair. It's my favorite car in the game right here. This the one with the body kit. Car looks so sick when you fully upgrade it.
Hey, we made it back.
Welcome home, my friend.
Just gonna make this damn barrel.
These are all around us.
You know what I noticed about State of Decay 2 zombies, guys? They're kind of cartoony.
I'm glad you all made it through. Did you find anything out there?
Here you go, dude.
This journal you found, it confirms my worst suspicions. You should hold on to it for now. Something very bad is going on in this valley, and I fear the worst is yet to come.
Oh, damn it, Lily. How'd I let you talk me into this?
Hey, before you go, can we talk?
What's up, Keesha?
Ray's a good guy, but I want to see real action.
But
could I join your team?
she's bomb making, of course.
Really? Thank you. Thank you so much.
I had a feeling this day was coming. Don't worry, Keesha. I'm not upset. We'll miss you, of course, but you have to do what you think is right. We'll be here if you need us, and that goes for both of you.
Yeah, Fred, like I said, if you start this game, start off on a lower difficulty, man. Like, just start off on the regular baseline standard difficulty. And even if that is a little too much, they do have the green zone too.
Ready to see some action.
You're welcome. Just ease down a bit, okay?
Sure thing, boss.
All right, Keesha, let's go. Yeah, that's one of the greatest things about this game is there's so much accessibility options. Like, there's a game mode for everybody in this game, really. If you're somebody who kind of wants to just take your time and relax and loot and kind of explore and do, like, yeah, it's there. All right, Keesha, let's get her back. Let me drop some gas in real quick. It's got tournaments. Worker update. Can now set prices. Order scanner gun. Card unpack machine. New posters. Statues. Equipment. Showcases. Well, I haven't even seen like the graded cards. Like I know there was a grading thing too that came out. Did they make the TCG playable yet? Because I know people were talking about like being able to actually play the game. I thought that'd be pretty cool. Well, it has tournaments, but are like, can you play in the tournaments, or are the tournaments like you just host the tournament at your store? You know what I mean? Just host for now.
Welcome to base. Don't touch my shit.
I promise I won't let you down.
Damn, Keisha's hot. Just out the car. Pew!
I got a lot of happy memories of this place. A lot of sad ones, too.
So we got the basic lab upgrade we can now do with Keisha. That's going to get us the demolitions lab. So you guys want to take a stroll down to Marshall? So you guys can kind of see, for those of you guys who have not seen Heartland.
Can I tell you a secret?
But
I'm an expert at making things go boom. Let me upgrade that lab and prove it.
I already did. All right. Yeah, I got to get back on TCG Card Shop. That shit was so much fun. That we were max speed. I think in Heartland you can craft stimulants. In the base game you can only loot them though. A very consistent place to get stims from in the base game is hearts, killing play cards. What's going on with it? Fred, mollies are pretty accessible in this game, especially in the lower difficulties, dude. You could run tons of mollies if you want. You just got to have ways to... You're going to want to craft the farm. Then you're going to want to convert your... Who the fuck is that? Is that Mickey Wilkerson? That's fucking Mickey Wilkerson. Why is he here?
Yeah? You ready to do this? Uh-huh.
Y'all could trade with him? It's wild.
You need something?
That's super weird. But yeah, you got to craft up a farm, and then you got to convert your food into fuel, and then you kind of will have like a, because you can grow food, convert it, grow food, convert it, and then you can kind of get that loop going like that, And then, yeah, you could churn out a stupid amount of Molotovs. All right, we're good. Keep forgetting there's no plague territory. Yeah, I shot him in the head earlier. Now he's just wandering around aimlessly. I don't even know what he's doing. There's no mods in this. This is just vanilla.
I'm in the right place with the right people.
Thanks, kid.
So this is Marshall in Heartland. See, the military had a bunch of blockades set up. There it is, Chad. Look at that shit, dude. Welcome to Heartland, dude.
Hello there. I'd like to offer your team
You see it
some
pouring
rewards
out of
and
there.
goodwill. That is, if you'll send someone over who can help me with something.
Captain Logan?
I know everybody in this valley, but I've never heard that voice before. Be careful, okay?
See these houses just completely overtaken by plague. Yeah. So the Trumbull Valley map, as you guys play on in State of Decay 2, non-Heartland, is after the events of this. So when you go into Marshall and it's all the
like a
plague husk and
heart,
shit like that.
Only bigger.
But yeah, shit's wild, dude. How does that even happen? Dude, just the plague fucking spreading, man.
It's like a plague heart, only bigger. Gotta be a better way.
And right now you can't even hurt the damn thing. So yeah. Yeah, this isn't a mod. This is a game mode in the base game. Anybody could play this. Yeah, you just turn on State of Decay 2. In the main menu, you'll see campaign, and you'll see an option called Heartland, and that's this right here. It's so underrated. Like it's crazy. Heartland is, in my opinion, very underrated, and not underrated because it's like people don't think it's good. I mean underrated in the sense that so many people don't even know it exists. Go set up our other characters. So I need to get some more weapons, actually, guys. Hold on a sec. There's that military check over here. I want to try to see if I can get some better guns for our people. So our community's growing, but we don't have a ton of really... Quincy's got good guns, but...
Oh, man. I cannot wait to show you all
That's
the
right here.
wonderful explosives we can make in this lab.
It's crazy because this area becomes a base in the base game. It's a huge military fob. But you can see from the events of State of Decay 1 to 2, downtown Marshall had a military checkpoint out here. You can see they had tents and stuff. I don't know if it was for refugees or if this is where the soldiers slept. We have the GP mediums. But if I were to guess, I would think it was for...
What do we have here?
The refugees.
I can actually use this.
Got some grenades. Luke, what the fuck is going on, dude? It's good to see you, man. Holy shit, it's been a long time, bro. Is Heartland an endgame thing for after beating all the other campaigns? Not necessarily. For the only advice I ever give to people if they want to play Heartland is to make sure you play Heartland before you play the Trumbull Valley map in the base game. So like when you start the base game, you're going to be able to choose what map you want to play on. I always tell people if you want to do the Trumbull map on that game, to make sure that you play this first. But the actual main stories, oh nice.
This is gonna slow me
or the
down.
main game mode of State of Decay 2 actually doesn't really have much story to it, so it doesn't matter.
Useful here. Better move on.
Because we did get a really nice 5.56 rifle right there. The Echo S3, I believe it is, right? S7. Patrick, what's going on? But yeah, I would definitely play the base game first. Like, just give it a round, just so you learn the game. Because the end of Heartland is a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. All right, let's see here. So we'll drop this shit off at base, and then we're gonna. Well, you have a good night, brother man. That was part of the plan, chat. I wanted to make sure. I wanted to kill that zombie with style. It was all intended. No, we're really freaking killing it with resources right now. All right, so we'll swap out Quincy.
Some plague hearts.
Unless we have to be Quincy in this next. So Malik, we haven't done anything with. Dark, what's going on, brother man? What's up, Jelly? Playing the game. Did you eat your food? Was it good? What's up, bud? Yeah. Huh? Thank you, bub. I hope everybody's having a good night, though. Bam just came with the... Oh, it was cold. Yeah, I hit the my remote. Give me one sec, guys. Yeah, I'm excited for Elder Scrolls 6. I'm excited for Fable. I'm excited for GTA. There's a lot of games I'm really looking forward to. We can give it a box. Fishy. Fishy. Literally right there. Yep. Oh, the Cleo thing from the end of the game? Yeah, that shit was wild. So I still personally don't see the connection myself. The way they introduced, like the way that cutscene goes, it kind of seems like the plague walls came from a Cleo drop or something like that, but I'm not exactly sure because obviously that's not what happened. Yeah, I don't. Does anybody know? Can anybody in chat explain that? And see, we'll see it obviously at the.
Nearby. You want to check it out?
Because yeah, that scene is a little confusing.
Wonderful. We left our supplies lying around and a bunch of stuff got ruined.
Yeah, Dragon, I still don't know exactly what that cutscene was about. All right, hold on, give me one sec. Dark Wolf said, looked more like it was blocking people from getting to it. That's a good point too, yeah. No, he just said, she started saying something, he told her to stop talking about it or whatever.
We're getting clouded right now. What the fuck? I don't know what happened, but they were zoomed like with it.
Can you give me a soda? So yeah, Yeah, it's obviously Blood Plague. Yeah, I don't know. That Cleo thing is weird, guys. Yeah, the plane crashed initially in the first game because there was infected on board. Yep. All right, let's grab... this. Whoop, didn't mean to use that. Actually, I think I remember this mission. We're gonna grab some heavy ordnance right now, guys. I remember this mission. Thank you, Jelly. Yep. We'll go ahead. Grab that. Cleo started the entire outbreak. Who knows, right?
Dad, there's $60 on the table for me.
20 of it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was from Grandma. Yeah, it's one for you, one for Fred, and one for B.
All right,
Love it. Yeah, there's two groups in State of Decay. I'm just eating food. That's why I'm taking a second, guys, just to kind of chat. There's two groups in State of Decay that kind of stay very obscure. One was the Cleo program. Like, nobody really, like, obviously, Isby, you find out, you kind of close the book on Cleo. Obviously, it's like a supply program set up by somebody, but we still don't know who set up Cleo. And then the other group there was the Echo Lab. So Echo Lab specialized in killing zombies. Like, all of their gear, everything was fine-tuned to killing zombies. So yeah, you had Echo Lab and Cleo. Were both kind of like the two obscure groups in the series. Well, the thing is that plane crashed in State of Decay 1. And that was way, way before Blood Plague. Yeah, we played the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor. When I go back to Splinter Cell, I'm not sure. I would love to go back sooner than later, but I already know how it's going to go, so I've kind of just been like postponing it, putting it off for a bit. Yeah, Echo Lab is a weird one. So the way I look at it is Echo Lab, they had to have, because there's no way they built all that tech after the fact. You know what I mean? I feel like that all had to be they were prepped for it. It's not that the viewers don't like it much. When we were doing all those older games, it was back during that boost on YouTube when I was getting like a bazillion viewers, which allowed us to play those games all the way through. So the issue is what happened is because I no longer have that boost, my normal viewership is not going to be enough with them older games, I don't think. But I still am going to try it. Cleo's a rogue AI, possibly. Yeah, I mean, possibly, but the only thing is Cleo has certain parameters to like sustain human life, and you learn about that in the homecoming missions. You play through that, and Cleo is designed to help and sustain humans and keep them alive. So I don't know. I don't feel like she's the problem. I've never played that MMO, but I was huge on MMOs back in the day. I played a lot of World of Warcraft. Scylla, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Also, Scylla, heads up. If you see Ryan in the chat, insta-ban him. Don't even talk to him. Don't even say his name. Don't acknowledge him. Just ban him. Yep, Paul already knows. Now we just gotta make sure you and 2 Live know. Just ban him instantly. Don't even, yep, just get rid of him. Not you, Ryan. The other Ryan. Ryan's like, bro, what the fuck did I do, dude? We're starting a Ryan genocide. So yeah, I think Heartland is it's really, really dope. And again, this is why I think again Heartland is so underrated, is because I would say 70% of the people that played State of Decay 2, like in the lifeline of the channel or of the game, when the game first came out, most people played it then. Obviously, the team kept updating the game over years, but still, most people, like mainstream,
unless we improve our storage, things are gonna keep getting broken.
like mainstream gamers, I guess you can say, people who might have tried it, like even like content creators, you look at like a Radbrad even played State of Decay 2, but he never went back to it. You know what I mean? And that's how most people were. They played it when it first came out. They messed around on it a little bit, and then they stopped playing it and never played it again. So people who were not, following the game throughout all of its update cycles, the 38 updates it received from release, there's so many people that never experienced the difficulties. There's mad people that never experienced Heartland. There's people that never experienced, the Homecoming, Juggernaut Edition, Providence Ridge. Like, there's so many people that don't even know that stuff exists because they only played the game when it first came out. So I think that's one of the main reasons why this game mode is so underrated, because there's just people are like, yeah, I played State of Decay 2 when it first came out. I did like a Legacy or two. I did the Sheriff Legacy. I did this, and then I never played it again because it was just too easy. So yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons why this goes so under the radar. Need to explain the drama. It really wasn't anything crazy. No. Like he always leaves. He always comes in chat and like says weird shit all the time, but sometimes he's chill. And I've given him like 50 million chances. And this last time I gave him a chance, and then he came earlier on one of my videos. He commented talking about how I'm a horrible person because I have subscriber only mode on, and that it's bad because I require people to subscribe in order to chat, that's stupid, and how I shouldn't ask for money, and like just saying the same stupid shit he always says about me always asking for money. And I'm like, bro, I've never asked a single person for money ever in the history of my channel. But and I was just like, bro, I've given you so many chances on this damn channel, dude. I've banned you so many times, and then I let you come back, and then you still are. So I just was just done. I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm just gonna ban you, and I'm never gonna speak to you again. And that's the last time we're gonna talk about him, chat. So yeah, that's what happened. So if he shows up, we just insta ban him. I'm never gonna even acknowledge him ever again. Chris Redfield and Ada Wong duo coming to RDN. Yo, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. I'm excited for Resident Evil 9 DLC. I feel like it's gonna be awesome. John says, you know more than you're letting on. In what way, John? Because obviously, I know if you're referring to State of Decay 3, like obviously I know almost everything about the game. I was playing it right before I started streaming. But obviously I can't give details. But there is possibility that some of the stuff in Heartland could tie into State of Decay 3. I think that what they did here, where they showed the evolution of Blood Plague and what Blood Plague can become and how it can kind of spread and go on the offensive, I think they did a really, really good job kind of evolving Blood Plague in the Heartland DLC. Because if you look at the baseline State of Decay 2, okay, and you look at what the Plague Hearts and the Blood Plague are, they were literally just hearts and buildings, and that was it. Like, there was nothing else. There was no... and then as, you know, time went on, they started adding Plague territory and things like that. But initially, they... the Blood Plague wasn't anything. So then Undead Labs took this DLC here, and they evolved it to the next level. Heartland is what took Blood Plague to that next level. It showed us what we could potentially see come from Blood Plague. I mean, plague walls are, we don't, it's not one of those things that are like confirmed. You know, I wouldn't say plague walls, like don't look at, but we have, if you go look at the trailer for State of Decay 3, the two newest ones, not the first one. If you look at the gameplay trailer or the little cinematic trailer they did back in 23 or 24, look at that gas station. Look at how the plague is spread all over the place and going climbing over vehicles, and you could kind of see the little plague nodes and shit like that. So there is already evidence out there that the plague is a lot more active and doing things more reminiscent to Heartland than you're in State of Decay 2. You know what I mean? So, and then if you look at the end of that trailer when they're driving on that bridge with the Juggernaut, look at the bridge. What is it? It's covered in something. You know what I mean? So there's already evidence out there that the Blood Plague is already doing something in State of Decay 3 that does kind of point towards stuff that we've seen in Heartland. So that's why I'm sitting here saying, like, Heartland might be a little more important than you guys think. You know what I mean? And not from a lore, from also a development standpoint. Like, it showed the devs, like it helped them take the plague to where they wanted it and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's a very, very important game mode, I personally think. Well, Philip Philip in the interview there that he did with Sonny, he already said that State of Decay 3 is not a game they want to that they plan on just releasing and that's it. All right. And that's why I tried telling you guys right now, like, I'm excited for State of Decay 3. Super excited, obviously. But I am more excited for State of Decay 3 2 years after release. Like, I'm excited for imagine State of Decay 3, right? Being amazing and then getting the same level of love, support, updates, fixes, new content that State of Decay 2 received. Because if you look at State of Decay 2 from when it released to when they ended it, that game is night and day. You can't even compare the release version of State of Decay 2 to State of Decay 3. Or to State of Decay 2 at the end, after 38 updates. So I'm sitting here like, man, State of Decay 3 has that same potential. Undead Labs, and Philip already said, it's a game they want to put time into. They want to, as long as the game is getting, people are playing it and engaging with it, which the State of Decay community is very, very dedicated. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. But as long as people are engaging and, they can keep the game alive, of course they're going to support the absolute fuck out of that game, And Undead Labs, the reason why I love and respect their team so much is because they could put out, this is just an example, all right? Say State of Decay 3 comes out, right? And they add a feature where, you can attach balloons to a zombie and he floats away. Obviously, I'm going with something ridiculously stupid. This is just an example. Literally any feature, insert here. Okay, chat. But I'm using something stupid. That way I don't say something, violate NDA or anything like that. So let's just say they add a feature where you can attach balloons to the ankle of zombies and watch them float away, right? And the game releases and people start playing it and they're like, man, I don't like this feature. This is really fucking stupid. Okay. Like, it just doesn't vibe with the community. It doesn't hit the way people, like the team might have thought it was. The community just didn't vibe with it. And that happens a lot of times in games, right? Where sometimes a second or a sequel or a third game will come out and it might have some features or a game direction or something like that that doesn't really hit home, right? And the thing about Undead Labs is they listen to their audience. They listen to the community. Like that's all they care about. That's like their number one thing is community feedback. So you already know if State of Decay 3 drops and a lot of people don't like wrapping zombies' ankles with balloons and letting them float off into the sky, the team's going to change because that's what they do. They're just like, all right, yeah, you know what? This didn't hit well. Let's go ahead. Let's change this up. Boom, boom, boom. And then they'll change it because, yeah, that's just what the team does. And I'm not just saying that's only Undead Labs because there are other good studios out there that also adjust fire. But Undead Labs has a good track record, in my opinion. They have a very good track record of doing what they can for the community and making their game better. Ultimately. So that's why I've never been concerned with State of Decay 3. I've never been concerned with the game because I know the team behind the game. I know a lot of these guys personally, I know a lot, but I know the team behind the game loves this game. They love this franchise and they love their community. So they're going to do exactly what they need to do to make it work. So I'm not saying it's going to be, but even if something did come out and it was kind of rough and people weren't really vibing with it, you already know within a few months, Undead Lab's going to get that shit squared away and they're going to try to fix things. They're going to try to prioritize things to try to make it, so the community's happy with it. Is State of Decay 3 built from the ground up? Yeah, Twisted. So if you're referring to one of the rumors I've seen going around where they say, people are saying, oh, they just took State of Decay 2, the same animations, the same combat animations, the same everything, and they just polished up the graphics. State of Decay 3 it's very much its own thing. There is almost nothing that I can recognize from one game to where I could be like, oh yeah, they definitely took this like animation and moved it over to this game. It's quite different. And hold on, let me see. So let me see in the chat real quick. I want to ask the community. So I know most of my community are hardcore State of Decay fans, and some of you guys obviously probably don't even really know what State of Decay is. You're just fans of the channel. But let me see a W in the chat. If you got, what would I classify hardcore? Over 100 hours in State of Decay 2, or one or two. You got over 100 hours in those games. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here, guys. Coming from somebody with about 8,500 hours in State of Decay 2 alone, I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say if you got over 100 hours in State of Decay 2, means you enjoyed the game. And I'm just gonna say it like this: if you enjoyed State of Decay 2, all right. If you enjoyed State of Decay 2, I'm gonna really go out and say I don't think it's possible for you not to enjoy State of Decay 3. I don't see how it's possible. Because it's just better in every single metric. Yeah, I don't see a world where somebody who is I could see the disconnect between 1 and 2, right? Where you went from State of Decay 1 to State of Decay 2. I see the disconnect there. That is very easy to see. And it's very easy to understand why so many people didn't like State of Decay 2 initially, because now, if you ask those same people, State of Decay 2 is very, very good compared to the first game. There's still certain aspects of the first game that a lot of people like, but I think the replayability of the second one absolutely just crushes. So what I mean though is when it comes to State of Decay 2 or State of Decay 1 versus State of Decay 2, they were very different in the sense of they went from like a linear story with sandbox elements to a completely dynamic, non-story sandbox. You know what I mean? So it was already a big contrast there. Then the main problem with State of Decay 2 initially was difficulty. The game was just too fucking easy when it came out. There was no difficulty. It was just standard zone. So you had all of these super hardcore, State of Decay 1 players who were doing level 100 breakdown and, you know, beating the games with their eyes closed, jumping into State of Decay 2, like, what the fuck is this, dude? This game is so easy. That was another huge point for State of Decay 2 that just, it was not good. And then it just didn't have anything. It was very basic, you know, and it's one of those problems that Philip even said it in his interview, is where people always compare the end product to the new product. So is it fair to take State of Decay 2 with 6+ years of updates and compare it to State of Decay 3 brand new? No updates, no fixes, no anything. In my opinion, no. Do I think State of Decay 3 baseline is going to be able to hold its own against State of Decay 2 with all of its updates? Yeah, I personally do. I think it's not going to have a problem whatsoever. But again, you're taking a game that had 6+ extra years of development and updates and fixes, and you're comparing it to a day one product. And that's what a lot of people do. And that's where a lot of hate comes from, people, because it is hard to go from one game that you've been playing that like I think the best example that I could use is The Sims 3. Priscilla could probably vouch for this too. Any of you guys that ever played Sims 3, imagine Sims 3 had pets, freaking 36 DLCs that released for The Sims 3, right? The game had everything. Then Sims 4 comes out, doesn't have any of that stuff. It's just the base game. Everybody fucking hated it. Everybody hated Sims 4 when it came out because it didn't hold, it was basic as fuck compared to Sims 3 with 10 years of freaking updates and shit like that. But then as the years went on, Sims 4 got update after update, DLC after DLC after DLC. And then eventually, you know, it did have content to hold itself against Sims 3. But yeah, initially, you know, now, do I think they probably should have had a little more in the game when it released? Yeah, probably, but that's very common. That's just something you see in gaming all the time. But yeah, that's probably the best example I could use. Fully loaded Sims 4 costs $1,500 is crazy, dude. But again, that was just the example I could use to kind of try to explain how sometimes comparing the new game to the old game, it's really, really hard. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to try to do that, just because, you know, you're comparing something that had an additional 6+ years of updates and feedback. But again, I do think State of Decay 3 is going to easily hold its own. I have a few things that I'm kind of like, you know, we'll kind of see how this plays out, because I told you guys, I am very transparent with the developers. I try to be transparent. Obviously I can't talk about what I see or do in State of Decay 3, but I just want you guys to know, like, there has been plenty of things. Like, I have a piece of paper literally right here that has all of my notes on it. Obviously I can't show them. And I'm about to get another piece of paper that has all of my notes, and I'll literally count it out on my kids. I swear, like, just so you guys can see, there is words on there. You can't make them out because I don't want you guys to read that. But there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points right now that I've pulled from my playtest that I need them to answer and elaborate, or tell me whether something's going to be different, or like things that I don't like, or I have questions about. I have 15 things right here, and trust me, it's probably going to be easily double or triple of this. So yeah, I don't mess around, guys. I don't mess around. I take this very, very seriously. Yo, Ed, thank you for the 52 months. Ed, how you doing tonight, dude? I don't think you guys should be able to read my fucking handwriting anyways. So, yeah, because I'm like chicken scratching the shit like as I'm playing. people also hated Fallout 4. Lots of it was, how the fuck do you hate Fallout 4, bro? That is, in my opinion, it's the greatest Fallout game. I think that shit's all over 3 in New Vegas. Fallout 4 was so good. But all right, let's go do this mission.
Room to build. What'll it be?
I appreciate you guys letting me eat some food. This is I think you guys will find this worth the wait. I found Fallout 4 to still be better than New Vegas. I thought New Vegas was good, but just the replayability in Fallout 4, the way they did the faction systems, the settlements, like the base building elements. Oh my god. Then the DLCs, Far Harbor, Nuka World, like everything about Fallout 4 is just god tier, like god tier. The shooting was great. The mods were great. Like, in my opinion, like New Vegas is good from a nostalgic standpoint, but I don't know, guys. I think when I hear somebody say New Vegas or Fallout 3 is better than Fallout 4, I just feel like it's a nostalgia thing. And this is coming from somebody who played New Vegas. I played it, guys. Like the way they did power armor, it actually being something you went inside instead of like wearable. Like, oh my god, it was so good, guys. Come on, dude. Fallout 4 is so good. All right, so where is this dude at?
Hello. Thanks for coming out to meet with me.
No more zombies? Too bad.
Why is Fallout 4 going to, or why is Fallout Show going to New Vegas? Nostalgia, 100%. Come on, bro. Obviously. 100% nostalgia.
I just need you to make a quick pickup for me. I promise it's worth your time.
Why can't you do this yourself, dude?
Normally I would, but I got a bit roughed up. I need to stay here for now. I just need you to make a quick pickup for me. I promise it's worth your time.
Hold on, are you with the military, bro?
Ooh, classified.
Cap. You're wearing fucking military fatigues, bro. With a military-issued rifle. Your name is Captain Logan. Bro, don't fuck with me, bro, with this classified bullshit. How is being in the military classified information?
I just need you to make a quick...
You see what I gotta deal with, bro?
Deal. There's a supply drop not far from here. It has something I need.
Classified.
If you bring back the encrypted note in that supply drop, you can keep whatever else you find.
Just happy to help.
Have you been paying much attention to the music in SOD3? Yes, I have been listening to the music in SOD3. It is good. It is really good. I think longtime fans of the series will very much enjoy the music in the new game. 100%. I do not doubt it. I appreciate you asking that question too, man, because I always feel like music, sound design are the unsung heroes. Nobody ever pays attention to them. Everybody always just pays attention to graphics and gameplay, dude. Nobody ever... The poor fucking sound teams, dude.
You should expect some resistance at the site. Nothing you can't handle, of course.
Okay.
Okay, so this actually sucks. So we gotta be careful getting over here.
All right, let's look around a bit.
There it is.
Roger that. Let me know when you find the note.
Ooh, slap me, ran my shit. Oh, Fred, you're gonna be consumed, dude. Yeah, when you start it, dude, you're gonna be consumed. Especially first time, man. Only if I could go back. That's kind of why I think I'm so addicted to State of Decay 3 right now, because it's like, it's all new and fresh.
That's
and I'm...
one crazy looking juggernaut.
All right, let me see how are we gonna do this.
Wonderful. We left our supplies lying around and a bunch of stuff got ruined.
Try to, I'm gonna diddy his shit right now. Style. Trying to
nearby.
jiggling his shit crazy. There's a big ass tree, bro. That shit thick. Okay, the shotgun is not doing what I wanted it to do. This shit's supposed to be. The shit's supposed to.
I can't keep fighting.
Okay, okay. I got 6 bullets left, chat, and we haven't popped no fannies yet. Oh shit. We haven't popped no fannies yet.
And I'm out.
Yep. Okay. And this chat is why you don't fight fucking juggernauts. Oh, that's good. Let's get close. I'm trying to pop his fanny and it's not. How about you fucking shoot him, bro? How about you actually You know what, Helena? Whatever, bro. Yo, I'm just wiggling his gooey, like that shit ain't even doing damage. Got it, fucking do this shit from the back, crazy style.
When you said we'd encounter resistance, I didn't think you meant a juggernaut.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm glad you're still with us.
Sorry about that, dude. Fucking idiot. Shit. Okay, so I got a problem. I have no bullets. Okay, let him scream and then I go in deep. I go in deep. There's
one left of those. It's down, not out.
Okay. The MX. See, that's the one I remember. The 50 round MX, the M4X1. The one we got earlier was the X2, and that shit had 100 fucking bullets, dude.
Be sure to grab anything else that catches your eye.
So what did this say? What did it say? Encrypted note. The entire page is just a string of letters and numbers. It's worth. Okay. So it's classified.
Welcome back. We appreciate your help on this. You have the encrypted note? You've done a great service today. I can't go into details at this time, but someday, all of Trumbull Valley will thank you for this.
Okay.
That's all for now. I'll be in touch later if it's required.
Well, nice. That's got an advanced suppressor on it. That's a monster right there.
Okay.
So, that guy's deal?
No clue. Hopefully we'll have a chance to find out.
Yeah, I generally, like, once you've played this game a bunch, you just kind of know, like, Juggernauts are a big-ass waste of time and resources. They're fun to mess around with. Anytime I'm trying to just, like, mess around on stream or show out or make chat, you know, excited for the fight, I'll fight them. But generally, I either, A, just avoid them, or you just kill them with the car. Because, yeah, it's just really...
I know some people think I might be ruthless, but I just...
Resource sinks. They are just resource sinks. Okay. That's where we got that taken care of. Let me see what we're looking at resource-wise. So resources were good. We just got to kind of go out and try to find some guns now. I don't even think I hit the gun store in Spencer's, did I? No, yeah, we did. That's it. So there's the police station down in Marshall, but that's in the plague wall. You can't even fucking you can't even loot that in this version, I don't believe.
The Zeds are after us. Please, my friend, you have to help.
Wait, what?
Never mind. We'll deal with them later. Get ready, people.
The fuck is happening?
And you let them here?
I truly apologize, but we had no other choice.
Really, Ray? What do you mean you had no other
choice? Working out. I feel good.
You ready? All right, we're gonna just slurp.
We got deadheads coming in. Everybody lock and load. Goddamn zombies! Places people!
That zombie hasn't noticed us.
Yo, we've got another wave headed our way. Get ready.
Now's our chance to really kick some zombie ass.
Stressing these dudes shit from so far away.
That freak may be trouble. There's just too many of them.
There was like 3. Oh, fell.
Finish it off.
It's quiet right now, but the Z's aren't through yet.
For its head.
Screamer coming in far.
Wow, down to my last magazine.
Damn, bro hit a hell of a far shot with that shotgun. Another screamer coming in. Steal his shit.
Keep it up, guys. We can do this. We have some repair work ahead of us, but that could have been a lot worse.
What do you mean? We handled that like a boss.
Comfort that you still have a home at all, my friend.
Wait. What do you mean take
We're lucky you didn't get any of us killed.
It feels wrong to have all that empty space just sitting there.
He talking that shit, bro. Yo, Shade, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Been following you for about 5 or 6 years now, and I love your streams. I don't normally catch you live, but I just want to say thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Seriously, I appreciate you being here, dude. That means the world to me, dude. I hope you're having a good day, having a good night. And how Ray gonna sit there and say some dumb shit like, oh, feel lucky that you have a home at all. Bitch, yeah. Your fault. We almost lost our home. Yo, Ray is not a legend, bro. Ray is not a legend, chat. Ray is a bitch. I'm sorry. Like I'm just gonna come out. I don't. Ray ain't it. Ray Santos is not it. Like, rest in peace. My bro got cancer and shit, but it ain't it.
Kingdom for a functioning shower.
You really proved yourself today. Thank you, my friend.
Bro, I ain't gotta prove shit to you. I ain't gotta prove shit to you, bro. You suck.
We'll find somewhere nearby to live for the time being.
Why you reloading that gun like you shot
Take
it, bro?
care, my friend. This valley grows more deadly every day.
That dude is...
When we don't store our supplies appropriately, shit gets broken.
Now I understand why when Lily was pumping his shit over the radio. So if you guys remember in the Homecoming series, Ray, like Lily, once she finds out, you know, she like, or I think it's right when you first move in, within the first couple of radio calls, she's like, oh, if you need help in Trumbull Valley, there's my friend Ray Santos. And then he's like, don't, you're giving me too much credit, Lily. And I'm like, nah, she was, bro. She was hella giving you way too much credit. And he was being transparent as fuck about that shit. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like a Ray hater, chat. I'm not trying to be that guy right now, dude. But this man is fucking ass, dude. Like, he's fucking cheeks. Like, bare ass cheeks. All right, hold on, give me one sec, guys. Yo, Fred, I wouldn't be surprised if the wife gets sucked in too, man. Chad, listen, I don't mean no disrespect though. Like, you know what? I don't mean no disrespect to Ray. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect him. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But that man is fucking ass, bro. Like, No disrespect, but you suck ass, dude. Like, come on, Chad, what the fuck? Now, I'm not trying to disrespect the man, you know what I mean? But he's fucking ass, bro. Like, this, it is what it is. Mm-mm. Any tips on getting survivors? Fred, when you first start, like, you get to pick your survivors. Like, if you do the tutorial, which I think you're going to have to, especially because you're going to be fresh, the game gives you survivors. You're going to start off with a doctor, and then you get to pick like a group of characters. So the game's going to start you off with a military guy, a doctor, and then 2 characters of your choosing. And then from there, yeah, like you'll find survivors around the world. They ask you to help them. Then they ain't got nowhere to live. You'll meet enclaves, like little groups of survivors that are scattered around the maps, like usually groups of 3. Eventually, if you do enough quests for them, they become your allies, and then you can just recruit one of them from the group. There's plenty of ways to get survivors. That man is sick. So he wasn't sick in State of Decay 1. And he was still ass then too. Yeah, we're playing Windrose next. Antonio, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot to me, dude. You can't call in any traders in Heartland, no. Yeah, he gave me a supercar that I already had 3 of. Yo, Anthony, thank you for the 5, dude. Appreciate you, brother. I mean, look, chat. we all know Lily, right? Lily was pretty useless in State of Decay 1. So, like, are we going to sit here and... is Lily really a reputable source to be telling us who's a zombie survival apocalyptic legend? Like, is she qualified? Is that somebody that we're really going to take at face value? Lily fucking Ritter? No disrespect to Lily. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Lily. Now, granted, she has lupus. She's got lupus, but Lily ain't no Maya. Lily ain't no Maya Torres. She's no Sam. Yeah, exactly. So President Jafar says it. Lily was running dispatch. You know, that's like all the 911 dispatchers taking all the credit for what the ambulance drivers and the fucking and the doctors in the hospital did. Like, you see what I'm saying, chat? Like, she was a 911 dispatcher, bro, and didn't even do a good job. And she's over here taking the credit of what Maya and Marcus and all them people, what they were doing. Lily was just on the radio. No disrespect, though. You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah, no disrespect to Lily, though. Like, she is. It is what it is. She took credit for the network. She took credit for the network. But did I get somebody to cut my yard? Yeah, actually, I mean, we talked to a guy. He was supposed to come today. He never showed up. Yeah, I was supposed to have somebody do it today. Gave me a really good price and everything, but I don't know what happened. Is Lily in State of Decay 3? I can't confirm or deny that. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the of the big things that I see a lot of people talking about is like how the network is going to tie into, or like Lily is going to tie into like State of Decay 3, like the network, Red Talon, things like that. And it is going to be interesting for sure. My thing though is I talked about it before, and because people were talking about like, you know, like how the game could expand on those stories and things like that. And I was one of those people that was kind of like talking about it too. And then I had an interesting thought, and we kind of talked about it a few streams back, where we were kind of discussing like the future of State of Decay, not necessarily 3, but let's just say like State of Decay, like as a franchise going forward. Like eventually, like let's just look at a game, I don't know, like Red Dead Redemption's kind of in the same place, where you have the story of John Marston, and then they do another story of John Marston, and then Arthur. And then, you know, now everybody's talking about Red Dead Redemption 3, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, go back to like the beginning of the gang and stuff like that. And I'm like, but is that what we really want? Like, just to keep rehashing the same fucking characters again, you know, the same stories, the same locations, the same everything? Or do you want to see State of Decay in New York? What's going on in New York? What factions got set up over there? Because the network is only the network and Red Talon is only in that area. Like they're in that Trumbull region. They're within radio range of Trumbull. Like they're all, that whole situation that takes place in State of Decay 1 and 2 is all in one state. You know what I mean? So we only got the picture of the world from the viewpoint of one group in one state. Well, a couple groups in one state. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting here thinking like, how would it be if we seen the perspective of other groups, other factions, other things happening in other parts of America, you know, and other parts of the world even, you know? And that's kind of how I can see State of Decay developing and going forward. Because if you look at what they did in the end of Heartland, and then Homecoming was designed, you guys got to pay. I planned on touching a bit more on this once we did the Homecoming, because there's a lot of finality in the way that those characters talk, the way they wrap those stories up, the reconciliation between the reconciliation between Lily and Mickey Wilkerson, like kind of tying up the whole thing with Ray Santos and stuff like that. So there was a lot of reconciliation moments that took place at the end of Homecoming that a lot of people probably didn't really take into consideration. And, you know, Chavez even says like how Red Talon was falling apart. Like Red Talon had those slave camps or whatever, that they had the work camps and shit. And Cami Bias was talking about how like that was falling apart. And like, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things you got to kind of sit here and think like, if Red Talon did survive 6 years, you know what I mean? 6 years after the events of State of Decay 2, what would that look like? Are they going to still have helicopter? Are they still going to have the same power? Are they just going to be, by then, a watered down versions of what they used to be? You know what I mean? Or are they just going to kind of be normal survivors at that point, you know, that kind of got disbanded and pushed out across because, you know, the actual organization, Red Talon, as you guys can see from things like The Walking Dead, none of those organizations ever stand the test of time. The zombies always win. Always. At some point, even Twain says it. Twain says it in the radio calls. Like, eventually, like, everything falls. Eventually. So, yeah, where a lot of people kind of want to see in continuation, which I am one of them people. I definitely want to see, you know, what is Red Talon? What is Echo? Where, you know, what is Network? Like, how are these going to, like, not necessarily seeing their stories, but seeing like, how did those organizations stand the test of time? Do you know what I mean? That's kind of like where I'm at with it at this point. So, Jeremy, hey, thank you so much for the Heart and Survivor membership. I appreciate that. But we already know that State of Decay 3 does take place in the Pacific Northwest. They've already confirmed that. Yeah, I think the game is modeled after maybe like Washington. I don't know. I'd have to go because, I mean, the way Philip worded it, he made it sound like it was from like where they're from. Priscilla, listen. I would be happy to never see Trumbull Valley again. Honestly, I would be mad if they took dev time and built another Trumbull Valley and not like gave me somewhere else. Like I would much rather see somewhere new than see fucking Trumbull again. Again? State of Decay 1, Breakdown, Heartland, Homecoming, Trumbull. I would totally... Silly, you're telling me you would not... So if you had to choose between a new map, or Trumbull Valley again, you're telling me you would choose Trumbull? Yeah, I seen the reason for them to do Trumbull in this game. It was just nostalgia. But I think at that point, like they're gonna go beyond nostalgia, and it's just gonna be maybe in like State of Decay 5 or 6. We can go back to Trumbull. State of Decay 6, The Return of Trumbull Valley. See, even much later, Scylla, there's never, so when it comes to State of Decay 3, right? Let's just say, like, if we had the option between get Trumbull Valley as a playable map or something else, right? I would choose something else. And then again, even a year later, if we had to choose again between Trumbull Valley and another new map that we've never seen before, I would still choose something else. I don't think there would ever be a chance ever again where Trumbull Valley would ever trump getting a new map. Because if I had to pick one or the other, I'm always going to choose a new map over Trumbull Valley. Yeah, Trumbull's definitely empty. Ray would choose Trumbull. Yeah, Ray would. He would. That's for damn sure. Ray definitely would. So I plan on doing another stream here. I plan on playing some Windrose. Yeah, I got it all set up and stuff. Yeah, let me see here. It's going to be a little bit of a late one tonight, guys. Because we're starting the next stream late. We got in the chat in here. All right. So, again, I want to say thank you for everybody coming and hanging out. We will be doing another stream here in a few minutes. So when I end the stream, I should send you guys over. There'll be a couple minutes. I just got to go clean this up, and then we'll be firing that up. So if you guys haven't, make sure you smash that like button. If you guys are enjoying this Heartland playthrough, and again, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. There's no way that non-subscribed people sat through me talking for the past however long we've been talking. But if you aren't, consider subscribing. It helps out a lot. Drop some comments. Let me know what you guys thought. And again, I want to say, if I don't see you guys in the next stream, I do hope you have a great rest of your night. And for everybody else, I love you guys. And I'll see you guys here in the next one. Peace.